breaking news out of Carolina. So Dan Morgan, former Miami legend and maniac linebacker dog on the field, who's a cerebral, deep thinker and tough guy that Greg Olsen described, basically a Dan Campbell type is how people are describing Dan Morgan, who's been hired as the GM for the Carolina Panthers. He brings on Dave Canales of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator to become the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Now, we learned earlier today from Chuck Pagano's knowledge of who is with where, how. Canales joined USC in 2009 with Pete Carroll. Then he left and went to Seattle. Dan Morgan was in Seattle. Canales was in Seattle. They kind of cut their teeth together, know each other very well. Obviously, with what Baker Mayfield was able to accomplish this year and the success that they had, put him on the radar for jobs. Him and Morgan, good tag team over there. Feels like that's another place that's going to have to change their culture and mindset going forward immediately.
Match made in heaven, right? So they spent probably 7 years together in Seattle. So obviously they know each other. As soon as Dan got this job, you saw this name come up. You saw him go in for the interview, second one. So you kind of put 2 and 2 together saying, okay. Because we talk about it ad nauseum about the head coach GM relationship and being tied at the hip and being aligned, same thinking, philosophical, whatever it is. Yeah, so this is a home run for Dan Morgan and the Panthers.
No, they got a lot of things to figure out down there. But Greg Olsen said, who lives in Carolina, former Panther, he's in the city, would like his kids to cheer for a successful Panthers team. He said Dan Morgan is a guy that you would put faith in to turn around an entire program?
Absolutely.
How come? How'd you know?
I was at the University of Miami, recruited him, and I didn't recruit him. He came and played for us in '97. He was from Coral Springs, local kid, came in as a running back, white running back. They moved him to linebacker, and next thing you know, he's like second-team freshman All-American. Sets a record for freshman tackles. He beat Ray had the record, and then Dan Morgan has the record. He goes on to have an unbelievable, won every award that you can win as a linebacker in college football, Bronco, this, that, all those awards, right? Unbelievable. I mean, like the quiet assassin, never said anything. You talk like he said, we're going to have thoughtful thinking, like really smart dude, very precise, not going to be an overreactor. He's going to think through everything, and he knows how to build a team.
Yeah, but once he put the cowboy collar back on,
exactly,
he kind of looked like, and I hope he hears this because the way he is, I think he'll probably, maybe find a little fire in this. I thought you just dressed like an accountant at your press conference. I've heard nothing about you being just an absolute dog. I want a cowboy collar on my jeans.
So it won't be like you said, MCD. He's got the same mindset. Now, he's not going to come across like that. He's not going to talk about biting off kneecaps and all that. But they're wired the same way. His toughness and the way he's going to build a team. Being at Miami, he didn't lose games. They didn't lose games for 2 years. Should have won back-to-back national championships. So the guy's been a winner. He knows what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to smell like, what it's supposed to taste like.